This is what happens if you don't grow up. This is what happens if you don't evolve. This is what happens if you don't heal.
All I said, I hate repeating how this started. I didn't pick the phone up. All I did was not pick the phone up, and you keep going on the internet looking for internet sympathy like he's doing now. He's carrying on.
I'm gonna play all day. I'm gonna show you power. So there will be, and when I acquire Revolt officially, then I'm gonna put Power, the docuseries, and Power, the TV show on it, on the network that I own, because I already have it on American New, and I own American New, my family. When I say I'm speaking on behalf of my family office. Thing is, in Harlem, we deal with things different. It also comes with violence, and I can't be violent, and I won't be violent, and I don't want any of my friends to be violent. My job is to keep them out of jail.
This nigga being viral for being a goofy, niggas be laughing at you, nigga. A-Town, no disrespect to A-Town, that's I like this kind. He was viral all the time.
Good morning to you. The birds are chirping on my happy as shit.
Welcome back and what's good? This is the Furious Robinson podcast and I'm your host, Furious, your curator of conversation, wordsmith aficionado, voted most likely to be trending down the timeline. Hit the like button early, drop a comment for the algorithm, sub to the channel. This is a Sick Times Media production. You see the planes. Dame Dash is suing Cam for $300 million. This is not the Harlem I like to see. This is not the brotherly love that Dame promotes. This to me is insane work from a mogul, but I'll let the streets tell it because Dame is the chairman of Revolt.
I'm now the chairman of Revolt right now, and I also I have 15.
You don't deserve to be the chairman.
Dame has a book deal on Simon & Schuster. Dame is essentially whoever he wants to be on that given day in his mind, and just because he created Roc-A-Fella, I'll give him his flowers for that. The streets are gonna eat it up. Just weeks ago, Dame was on The Breakfast Club and doing a multitude of Art of Dialogue podcasts about how this lawyer, Chris Brown, is suing him. Whether it be monthly, quarterly, yearly, Chris Brown is on that ass. And the fact that Dame Dash is sitting up here playing victimhood with Cam as they go back and forth online, this isn't mogul to me. This is not how bosses move. Yo, and that's where it gets nasty to me because Dame Dash continues to move in clown fashion. He's continuing to look like the Al Bundy of hip hop. Why does he think this is the 90s and 2000s? We get it. You scored 4 touchdowns on Big Pimpin'. We understand. But at the end of the day, this is moving diabolical to me. And if this was anyone else, people would be kicking their back in swiftly.
You know when this shit got personal for me? Is when he was like, Cam ain't confrontational, this, that, third. So-and-so punched him in his face. I'm like, damn, you too? That's what you want? Niggas bring up all this shit with me. Niggas talk about my victories. They talk about 2-3 L's I took in my life. And I don't got no problem with that. That's cool. It come with the game. I'm straight with that. Because it's a bunch of ass whippings I done gave out on several different occasions. I don't got no problem with that. But for it to come from Dame, oh, you got some deep hate pores inside that you've been wanting to spew out. And when he said that, I knew it was personal. And that's when I said, all right, let's do personal.
Dame Dash is grasping at straws. The fact that he thinks this is the solid move to go ahead and essentially sue Cam when they've been going back and forth crazy. Dame Dash just recently woke it up about 50 Cent and his dealings with women, and it was sick.
And 50 was like, I'll help our troll. But he shouldn't have got involved. You know, but now I was thinking, because I'm like, damn, he wouldn't, he with this after he with my kid, what type of dude is that? But he don't with his kid. And I'm not going to even go there. But I get it. You know, I'm not, again, I don't like talking about people's children or people's I never did that. I could have been said some shit about that, but I wouldn't do that. If I wanted to get at 50, he makes poor choices with women. I know if Puff was doing that to my baby mother, my child. If Puck was in the house with my child, I couldn't live with that at all. At all. There's no way that my child could ever slip up and call Puff daddy.
So I don't know how Dame can talk out of both sides of his face, because on one hand, he'll sit here and clown 50 Cent for his dealings with his BM and how she's getting ran through the streets in the Diddy case. Cool. But then on the opposite end, you want to sue Cam for defamation. It doesn't make sense.
Power is filing one week and being the chairman the next.
And I quote from Dusko Poppington on IG, "I never hustle with Mr. Cameron. He's a civilian, but he's effing with my family office, and he's now made my wife and two of my sons uncomfortable. I would never do anything violent, and I don't want anyone that loves me to do anything violent. So this is my only way I can handle this. So this is the version of how the Godfather handled Frito. I knew it was going to be one of them brothers. I just didn't know it was going to be you, bro." Speaking on Cam. And that does make me sad. We'll just have to let a judge decide like businessmen, and I don't find it funny. I hope you don't have any houses in your name. They're about to be mine, with a laughing emoji, but it's not funny. And Big Fendi TV, I do forgive you because I do consider you my brother. Never let any man go at your family, wife, or kids. Protect them at all costs. I bet you'll shut the fuck up now. I dare you to say something. Hashtag Godfather. Dame is the sickest ninja on earth. The fact that he tweeted this PR shenanigan out, he continues to waffle online. This is a lot of waffling. He's trying to create some type of media buzz. I think he has a 25 podcast pilot he's trying to sell called Bosses Take Losses. He has America New, so I get it. He's doing whatever. But the fact that he's bringing a $300 million lawsuit to the table is sick over jokes. This isn't Harlem. This is not hip hop.
This is what happens if you don't grow up. This is what happens if you don't evolve. This is what happens if you don't heal.
I get it. I understand that you can create something that was so grandiose, so titanic that people kind of revere you as this figure for the rest of your life. And that's where Dame is. He's still in the 99s and 2000s with Def Jam and everybody involved. State property, I get it. But at the end of the day, when I'm looking at the human being I just saw on The Breakfast Club, there's a lot of hypocrisies here, because I can zoom out. Chris Monroe of the Brilliant Idiots podcast woke it up. Dame has always tarnished business deals based off of antics.
Chris, you've been around a while.
It's the same story. I mean, this is nothing new. I might have told the story on the pod before, but this was with Combat Jack. Now, Reggie Combat Jack was Dame's very first lawyer.
Rest in peace, Combat.
Yep, RIP. Going back to the earliest days, he represented Dame and Dame's cousin. I think they had an internet business before they were even in the music thing. But anyway, Reggie wanted Dame to come on the Combat Jack show. Dame was like, I'm in a new stage in my life. I've turned over a new leaf. It's a new Dame. I'm not confrontational anymore. I want to do it, but I want to hear from you about what we're going to talk. He wanted to basically like feel Reggie out and make sure that he wasn't going to come after him. So Dame had like a studio or an event space down on Orchard Street in the city. We went down there. There were all these people there. And like Dame started with this long speech about how it's a new chapter in his life and he's positive.
You caused all of the bad shit that has happened to you. You're not a victim.
Dame Dash will say all of the right things in any moment. Positivity, building. Let's elevate together. Let's send each other the plug. We both from Harlem, XYZ, but at the end of the day, practices none of this and will burn a multitude of bridges along the way as he does this now, because this bridge is burned. If you sue me for $300 million, it's over with. Hang it up, bruh. Anytime I see you, just give me my 5. Because this is nasty work to me. I can't watch grown men speak into the void and try to explain business. Being a mogul, I'm selling 80,000 books. I'm the chairman of
If you have filed bankruptcy and your whole thing is you don't have it, why are you in an interview basically saying you have it, but you got it over here, you got it over there, and you put it over there, and you put it over there? He literally goes, I got $5 million in the bank.
We are easily fooled because at the end of the day, there's nothing Dame can say into the void that I don't think is a lie. I'm sorry.
And it was cool, and we were talking, everything's good, and then slowly, like, Dame came out. And it was cool. Like, we were all laughing, but he was just like, Reg, you were always the corniest motherfucker. You used to wear leather jackets with fringes. I can't even do it justice because it was funny, you know. And he was like, you thought you were Terrence Trent D'Arby, and like he's singing "Wishing Well" to him, and like he started fucking with him. And finally, Reggie was like, I'm out of here, man. I remember they had a little balcony. We were having the meeting on the balcony, and we're leaving, and Dame is still on the balcony, you know, singing Terrence Trent D'Arby, fucking, you know, and like,
I'm with all that type of shit.
It's who he is.
I'm with that type of shit.
I respect that he's consistent. The guy is incredibly fucking consistent.
So even a small situation with Comeback Jack, Dame Dash essentially tarnished in real time and burned another bridge. So I just want to look at this situation very thoroughly because Cam woke it up. He said that Dame Dash essentially is a neutral op. How are you able to have all of this ammo? Once you see a chink in the armor, you should not be ready to attack. As my man's, as a day one, as a Harlem thorough, you got to tap in. And Cam essentially said this all started because he didn't want to answer the phone.
Why am I beefing with Cam? And the only reason why is because I just never got to talk to him. He publicly said he wasn't going to talk to me, but...
How you the Godfather of anything? Your word don't count no more. You don't got teeth. You have dentures. Your word don't mean nothing. You fell off the Mount Rushmore of Harlem a long time ago.
Dame Dash suing Cameron is a new low. From Roc-A-Fella Mogul to Breakfast Club meltdowns to hip-hop's Al Bundy, this is how you make your legacy shrink in real time. But you let me know what you think in the comments. Is Dame Dash still the chairman of Revolt? Does he have a book deal with Simon & Schuster? Or is Cameron the Teflon Don when it comes to podcasting and really going back and forth online? Hit the like button for the algorithms. Subscribe to the channel if you're not a hater. This is the Furious Robinson podcast, a Sick Times Media production. Stay dangerous.